Hello everybody, Daniel here coming to you with another soda review. So today I'm going to be trying some birch beer, which if you have never had birch beer or never heard of birch beer before, like me, I've never had this before. It's kind of, from what I gather, it's kind of like root beer, except it comes from a different kind of tree. So root beer, if you don't know how that's made, that comes from the root bark of the sassafras tree. And they put some other stuff in it too. It's not just the bark, obviously. But they use that to give it that unique flavor that root beer has. Well, birch beer is also made from the bark of a tree, but it's a birch tree. It comes from birch bark. And it's mostly, you'll find this drink in like New England area. I think the most known brand of it is Pennsylvania Dutch Birch Beer, which I've never had again, but I've seen like pictures of it before. And it's also in like Newfoundland, Canada, which is the part of Canada that's directly above New England. So it's just kind of that northeast corner of North America where they really make this. And I'm not saying that's the only place you can get it, but that's mostly where it's sold. So if you're from other parts of the United States, like me, that's probably why maybe you haven't ever had birch beer. But anyway, the birch beer that I picked up is not Pennsylvania Dutch. I went to my local exotic soda store and I got Crush brand birch beer right here, which seems kind of strange because we know Crush as a fruit soda brand, right? Like Crush makes, orange and strawberry and peach and, grape and all the other different fruit flavors. It's basically one of Dr. Pepper's competitors for Fanta, right? Fanta is Coca-Cola, Crush is Dr. Pepper, and Sunkist is weirdly also Dr. Pepper. Pepsi doesn't have one, so Pepsi Bottling Company actually bottles Crush, but it's made by Dr. Pepper. I don't understand that, but, just weird facts for you that I figured out while researching stuff. Anyway, so Crush is a fruit soda, at least that's what they're known for, but this is not a fruit soda, this is a birch beer, and apparently they make a birch beer in Canada, and that's where this came from, is from Canada. If you look closely at the can here, you will notice that it says birch beer, and then it says birch beer in French, because in Canada they have two official languages, right? So there it is. If we look on the back of the can, you will see that it has 44 grams of sugar, so roughly in the same range as a normal soda, a little bit on the high end, I would say, but not like insanely high. I mean, at least not all soda is kind of insanely high, just about, but comparatively, it's not that far out of the ballpark. Anyway, I don't know what to expect from this. I'm curious to see how similar it's going to be to root beer or how different. So let's give it a try. All right, let's see. That's interesting. So, okay, I like this. This tastes like, so you know how sometimes the root beer brands also make cream soda? Like you can get A&W root beer, you can get A&W cream soda. Those are like the two things that A&W does, right? And for Barks, you can get A&W, you can't get the Barks A&W, that doesn't make sense. For Barks, you can get Barks root beer, and you can also get Barks red cream soda, which is hard to find, but it does exist, right? So a lot of times those things are kind of paired together. This is like those two things had a baby, kind of. Like, you get a little bit of that root beery taste, which I guess is what happens when you make a drink from bark, I'm assuming. But It's got vanilla in it, you can tell, and it tastes a little like cream soda as well. And that's when I looked this up. It says that in addition to the birch bark, birch beer often has vanilla, cinnamon, stuff like that in it. So that definitely seems like what's probably going on here. That was some kids playing Ding Dong Ditch at my door, which I've been having for the last several weeks, and every time I go to open the door, they're gone, so it's kind of annoying, but I'm not going to bother with it right now. Anyway, I'm trying to look on the label here to see if I can tell if it has those other things in it. Other than sugar, which this does have real sugar in it, by the way, it's not high fructose corn syrup, go Canada. But other than that, it doesn't really say anything about vanilla or cinnamon. I assume, though, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not in here. It could just be one of the flavors. It says natural and artificial flavor like most soda does, right? Because they don't want to tell you exactly what they put in it and how much, because they don't want you to copy them, right? But yeah. So, birch beer apparently is like the perfect middle ground between root beer and cream soda. Or at least that's what the Crush brand tastes like. Yeah. So, like, if root beer is a little bit too rooty, I guess, for you, and cream soda is a little bit too sweet for you, then this might be the perfect compromise. Unfortunately, they don't sell it in Texas, so you would have to, or most parts of the United States, so you would have to go find a place that sells foreign sodas and see if they have it or can order it for you. But yeah, this is Crush Birch Beer from Canada, and it gets a thumbs up from me. I would probably buy this, not all the time, but if it was sold around here, I'd probably buy it on occasion. It's pretty good. I like it. All right. Have a good day, y'all. Enjoy your summer.